where am I going? This way?
You're right.
When I started, initially in my own naive way, I thought this was mine to create and develop. 25 years later, I suppose I've matured in my outlet to say this is ours. It's no longer mine, it's not even our family business anymore, it's ours as a group of 300 employees. You know, we're all in this together.
I think the thing that's most appealing to me about working here is the level of camaraderie that we have.
That's been my objective from the get-go, is to create a sense of family.
I believe that the relationships that have been formed and the trust that's been built has been a huge part of our success over the past 25 years.
The question is, do you remember your first day, and if so, what was it like? Any memorable moments?
I remember very clearly. It was April 2nd, 1991, and we purchased from a small survey business.
We moved basically across the street. There was a big snowstorm.
We were carrying desks and filing cabinets and chairs and the one computer that came with the purchase.
We knew we were going to move forward, but there's no way in your dreams you could have imagined that this is where it would be today.
My first day with TULLOCH was when I was 14. I was hired in grade 8 to sweep the floors. I remember having to sweep up all the eraser shavings off the floor, and that was a big pain because they'd get stuck underneath the desk and everything else.
I was 15 at the time, and I was on a crew with Pat King and Wayne McClelland. Like most dimes working with Pat, his voice got elevated and I got yelled at a few times.
Walked through the front doors, met with Mike. Survey crews had already been dispatched for the day, so I was sent to his house to pick up rocks off the lawn. Straight out of school. First summer working for him.
When I first started, just observing the talent and the skill set and the knowledge of the people that worked here before me, you knew that this company was something special.
When we opened this company, there was 4 of us who originally started in the Huntsville office, and we're all still here working.
I do remember us getting our first job coming in the door, so that was exciting. It's like, okay, now what do we do?
A huge learning curve for me, that everyone worked really well together. It felt like a nice fit right from the beginning.
One of the first things that I was asked is, what do you need to make you successful at TULLOCH?
The base of everything is kind of a family approach that has been taken. And I think that goes a long way with all the staff and keeping everybody happy.
What's been one of the funniest moments?
Probably the time that we got Barb to say the word shit. I just remember that there's lots of hugging and high fives that happened after that one.
How long did that take?
Oh, about 3-4 years.
We were working away in the lower basement office, and some kids walked by and looked through the window, saw us working, and mooned us. That was just silly, eh?
I was in grade 9. I used Pat King's lunch pail as a bit of a bench and started to pour gas and chain oil into the chainsaws and completely overfilled the saws. Pat had a few choice words for me when he opened his lunch.
Jonesy was his nickname. We were going fast as we could down the tracks, towing this disabled snow machine. His ski hooked a tie. He catapulted down over the bank, end over end.
We were doing a sewage lagoon expansion in Thessalon, and I had to walk through the middle of it. I found the not solid spot and sunk up to probably my waist. The contractor had to reach out with an excavator and so I could grab on and pull me out. It's kind of disgusting actually, but it wasn't that bad. It's not as bad as it sounds.
This again will be borderline whether we should put it in there because it's probably health and safety related.
Let's hear it anyway.
But a rock truck started backing up and was about to back over the safety van from the contractor. Of course, the safety van couldn't be started with a key, you had to use a screwdriver. Alternative move was to jump out the back door and run away before the rock truck just flattened the safety van. So that was bad.
I waved at the guys, get off the tracks, and they thought I said, come ahead. They just jumped out of the way. We had to call the office and explain why the four-wheeler was now a pancake. Nobody got hurt, just our pride.
I had to call Visa, but if you transpose the numbers on the Visa hotline, you actually get an adult entertainment phone line. I thought, what if somebody finds out? I have to call Marla. So I told her and she just laughed, so I was like, okay, good. Didn't lose my job over that.
A funny group from our engineering division decided to make a video.
So we went down to the lake one spring and made a ATV training video that she chose not to use in her training repertoire.
It was completely unexpected. I just couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, we broke every safety rule there was. And Brenda's totally gonna hate me for this.
Oh, rattlesnakes. Steve and I were all loaded up with survey gear. I heard right underneath my feet a rattlesnake. Totally scared the crap out of me. I ended up throwing all the gear everywhere and it ran off. We ended up getting the job done, one way or the other.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you think you yourself personally, how have you grown since your time here at TULLOCH?
How have I grown? How haven't I grown? This group of people have enriched my life more than I can almost say.
I've just been extremely fortunate to work alongside some really key individuals in both the engineering and the survey industry that have really helped me along my career.
Whatever culture we've created, it's led to one of just ultimate dedication. It's a mutual feeling that we're in this as a team and we'll do what we have to do to get it done.
I think the success of TULLOCH is largely attributed to the caring, the honest approach to things.
The way that they place value in their employees has been what has held the company together and will move it forward into the future.
The same ethic of integrity, hard work, honesty, I think is huge.
I think it's a very good description of this office and many of our offices. You show up here at 8 o'clock in the morning and it's hard to find a parking spot. Just a group of really hardworking, diligent people.
The direction the company is going, it seems like it's getting bigger every day.
The potential for growth is exciting. There doesn't seem to be an ending point in sight yet.
In your opinion, what do you think will drive the next 25 years at TULLOCH?
Wow. I haven't given that a lot of thought because I've handed the visioning over to a group of managers and my successors, which are my two sons. And I would leave it at that, saying I have full confidence in that team that it's going way beyond what I could have done. I've reached the end of my, I won't say capability, but the end of my vision.
I'm just incredibly excited when you look at the nucleus of our team to know that we're going to grow up together in the company for the next 25 years and we'll do some amazing things together.
This is an hour and a half like this. I need to just I'll probably be shorter but in a couple minutes.
It is fun here.
Yeah.
We do laugh every day, honestly. Okay, stop. Whoops.
I got a kick out of the seals. Trying to sleep and all you hear is all night.
If you want in my photo shoot, don't you, Terry?
I just looked at my answer that I wrote down last night. It's probably better than what I said before.
Sorry, Marshall's back there making faces at me.
Are we done?
We may be done. Okay, great. Done.
Well done.
That's the name of the headphones.
That's it, good.
You made it.
Now I'm warm.
You made it.
Yeah.